So let's move on to the main session. It's a pleasure for me to welcome our special speaker for the day, Mr. Sundar Rasu Chinnaiyah from Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled. He's the central head at the Chennai office. He's basically a social worker, but wears many caps. He's also an assistant professor, a motivational speaker, a mentor, and even an engineering professional with a total of 15 years of experience and 7+ years of expertise in NGOs in the areas of skilling, education, environment, and COVID relief. He completed his ME in Anna University and went on to do his master's in social work at Alagappa University. He has received the Best Employer Award across 15 state heads of the organization. Wow. He also received the Good Samaritan Award on behalf of the NGO from the Chief Minister this year. After the session, we'll have a Q&A part also, and you can ask questions. Over to you, Sundar sir.
So very good evening to all the participants. It's my great pleasure to join this meeting and delivering the speech on the disability. So first of all, I would like to thank Unnathi of Justice and Hope Foundations for giving me this opportunity to explore what Samarthanam does and how the disabled students and the family to be treated in the society. I'm audible, right?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So I would like to share you a few slides where we can cover our couple of activities and the major roles what Samarthanam does. My screen is visible for everyone.
Yes, yes. Sir.
Okay.
Can you put it in full screen mode, sir?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
I think.
Yes, yes. Full. Yeah,
okay.
yeah.
Okay. So Samarthanam Trust for the Disabled was established in the year of 1997 by our founder managing trustee, Mr. Mahantesh Kivadasannavar, who belongs to the state Karnataka. He is a visually challenged person and who is having the vision to touch 10 millions of lives by the year 2023. Along with his childhood friend, late Mr. Nagesh, who also a visually impaired cricketer, who initiated this organization. Being a visually impaired and having witnessed various challenges, Mr. Mahatesh and Nagesh have together started Samarthanam, an organization which would cater to people with a disability, including visual impairment and underserved people across the country. So our the major vision, as I told, Samarthanam envisioned to touch at least 10 million lives by the year 2030 by providing a comprehensive solution to the disabled and underserved community. This vision holds high significance for Samarthanam and the team to gear up person with disabled people in socio-economic and leading to their post-lex developments. So our So overview in the slide, you can see our establishment. We have started 1997. Slowly, we have started several vertical. Majorly, uh, if you see in the year 2004, we have started Samarthanam High School. Then uh, 2008, primary schools. Then 2010, blind cricket. It is the biggest initiative of Samarthanam, who is taking care of visual blind cricket across the nation. Our trustee is the president of Cricket Association for the Blind in India, and the former president of World Blind Cricket Association. So he works 24 into 7 for the community. He travel across the state. Last week he was in UN representing India in the conclave, maybe a human rights commission conclave. So he slowly started several centers across the state. Now we have around 15 centers across the state, especially Chennai, Mumbai, Cochin, Delhi, Hyderabad, Bhopal. So all these centers, we have different verticals. So Samarthanam works in education, skilling, environment, sports, art and culture, health and nutrition, and rehabilitations. So starting from the education till the rehabilitation, Samarthanam take cares disabled and economically backwards people uh, in order to uh, bring them into mainstream. So in the recent year, if you see, we have won many World Cups, T20 World Cups, consecutive 3 World Cups, 2012 and 17 and 22. The same ODI 2014 and 18. Now this year 23, which was held in Bangalore. So consecutive 3 ODI format World Cup as well as T20 World Cup. India is the one of the country which won all the World Cups. See, if you see, it is not come to the mainstream because of their disability. You can many of people celebrate uh, Dhoni, Ganguly, and Virat Kohli. So these are the people who doesn't have any challenges. Maybe they may have some challenges, but our visual impaired people, they have many challenges, but no, bringing all the challenges, overcoming all the challenges. They have done many jobs, but still the government or the people from the corporate or people from the society, they have not till they have not no recognized their talent. So that is absolutely in the year we are in 20th 20th century, but still the people with disability uh, uh, are facing a lot of challenges and they are not recognized. So we are uh, working on it. We definitely this will reach to each and every state and each and every district and each and every village, so that people with disability will be recognized and their talent will be appreciated and they will comes to the mainstream. So these are our major overview how Samarthanam started and where we are now. So these are the major verticals Samarthanam works. So education, we have higher education and primary education, everything. So we give them free food, accommodation, and training as government does. And in part of skilling, we those who completed degree, for them to get into the mainstream company, there may be some challenges in terms of computer skills or in terms of communication skills that our team is working to upskill them in them to get into the mainstream. Thus, this is the part of skilling and environment. We do a lot of recycling work and wall painting, tree plantation, and other works to to create uh, employment for the disability. And sports, obviously the blind cricket, which we mainly Samarthanam focus in association with Cricket Association for the Blind in India. So in part of sports, so we had won um, uh, many World Cup, many ODI format, and many bilateral series. So our PM have recognized in the year 2021, but still it is not reached to the community. Our trustee is one of the person who received the national award for the empowerment of person with a disability in the year 2017 with the Honorable President Sri Ramnath Govind. And coming to this art and culture, Samarthanam have different teams to perform arts in several states as well as several countries. The artist receives invitations to perform on many prestigious platforms, including the World Bank, US, Australian Embassy, and many other states. This visually impaired artist majorly there are well-talented musician, instrumentalist, guitar, and drumstick. So they travel across the country to perform and showcase their talent. This is the part of art and culture. And the health and nutrition, Samarthanam provides free food and accommodation for the needy people, as well as 2,000 2 lakh 50,000 meals are supplied every month to the students in more than 50 government schools in Bangalore. That is the main motto of our health and nutrition project. This is, if you see in TN government, we have a midday meal scheme where the government itself provides. But whereas in other states, there this kind of schemes still it is lacking. So students enrollment in the school is getting getting reduced, especially the disabled students enrollment. So to overcome this, we provide health and nutrition food for the people and rehabilitation. Samarthanam provides shelter for the women in distress under the project Swatara. It is established in the year 2007. So Swatara provides food, shelters, vocational training, counseling, and suitable placement opportunity for the women and people with the disability. So currently, Swatara providing assistance to the women from different parts of the country, including widows, men with disabilities, economically backwards, and who have witnessed abuse and acid victim. So Swatara helps re-establishment of women in distress in the society. So these are our major verticals Samarthanam mainly focus. And I want to showcase you some of our activities which is happening in Samarthanam, Chennai. Maybe another 10 to 15 minutes, 10 minutes. So Samarthanam Livelihood Resource Center in Chennai, we provide them 3 months free food and accommodation and trainings for the people with the disabled and economically backwards. So during this program, they get uh, trained on Java, Python, and BPO, voice, non-voice, even computer and soft skill training. So till now in Chennai, we have trained around 950 candidates and placed 650, almost 60 to 70% of placement we have maintaining. And in the non-technical skill, we have around trained 120 students and placed around 70 people. It is on the technical course. So these are some of our mobilization activities where we work with uh, NGOs, governments, and the colleges. Our fieldwork mobilizers used to visit uh, uh, the grassroots level and each and every village. They'll mobilize the candidates and they'll inform about our training activities, everything. And these are the technical training pictures where you can see our trainers train them on Java's computers. This all with the support of CSR program we do in Chennai. So every quarter, if you see our candidates, we will be having 50 candidates in our centers in Tamram. So this will be for 3 months. So every 3 months we train them on this particular trade and place them in based on their skill sets and based on their interest. So here we invite some of corporates and volunteers, like-minded people, to support them to train them on soft skill, personality development skills, and even mock interview, conducting mock interview. So these are the employer engagement activities we do in Samarthanam. And industrial visit, of course, we bring them into different corporate and showcase their uh, 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 work infrastructure atmosphere, so that they'll also get some interest to get into the company. And placements, we bring them into many corporates, and some of our candidates is working as Infosys, Wipro, Tech Mahindra, and some of our candidates also got placed in different government jobs. And we conduct many activities for the every quarter, Women's Day, World Blind Day, and uh, all all celebrations days we used to conduct in different part. And higher education, coming to higher educations, we till now we have supported around 428 disabled students by paying their college fee. So that during this COVID, we have started this initiative because during the COVID, there are people those who not able to continue due to the financial crisis. So during that time, we have started, and till now, 428 students received scholarship from the different corporate support. So this is year wise we have showcased, and these are the college. They have mainly supported St. Louis and Nadia. It is Defender School, and NIVH in Punamalli. It is for Jolly Challenged, and the MGR Janagi. There are a lot of colleges, Loyola, the students who are studying, undergoing the higher educations. And the educations, we support many science centers, smart board, and different schools, government schools, as well as the disabled schools. here the smart board inaugurations. You can see district collector, Chennai collector have inaugurated this smart board inauguration ceremony. This smart boards will have all the content in the as per the syllabus, so students can easily uh, access, easily play, and um, visually they can showcase what theoretically taught. So for that, we have installed many science centers, smart boards in across the government schools. And also we are supporting by providing uh, computers and assistive supports for the schools for those who really need, especially the disabled students who's undergoing in different schools. So during pandemic, we have done many works, dry rations kit to different labeled families in Chennai. Almost we 2,000 families we have supported in the year of 2021 and 22. So this dry ration kits it's supplied with the help of corporates uh, across the state. Uh, uh, we have done many many life-saving kit like PPE kit, mask, sanitizers, and health kit. So these are the things we have initiated during the pandemic, uh, and medical equipments to the government hospitals to save lives. And placement, this is the classroom photos you can see. This is the current batch we are undergoing here. They will be completing this training by this week. And volunteers used to regularly visit and support them in terms of training and development. And placement drives we used to conduct in many locations. With that, we have faced many candidates, those who not part of Samarthanam, those who are studying in Samarthanam also, and those who comes from different institutions, different NGOs. They'll also will get participate in this job fair and will get placement. This initiative also we have started in COVID, because during the COVID, even normal non-disabled, I won't say normal, non-disabled have lost their job, and different labeled uh, they, they they terminated, they have terminated from the job during the COVID, during the pandemic. So after the pandemic, slowly the placement was placement percent was get increased. So that time we have initiated this job fairs to connect needed people and needed companies. These are the industrial visit and wall painting activities we have done in different schools. So our candidates, those who got received the course completion certificate, because we have given last week certification to start our placement early, so that by we'll make sure by end of the course everyone should get the placement. So these initiatives mainly started because of our trustee who doesn't received all this supports during his studies or his college days. He has not received much support. So to overcome what he he doesn't have received. So he has started this mission to get all the supports, whatever our trustee have not received during these days. So Samarthanam is doing a lot of service for the people with disability, mainly for the visually challenged people across the country. So every state, if you see, there are cricket association for the blind in Tamil Nadu, in Kerala, in Karnataka, in Andhra Pradesh. Every state, each and every state, all the states, we have the teams where almost 300 players who is the part of this blind cricket. So they'll once they enroll into the Indian team, they are getting many supports from the corporate, from the government. So for that, with that, they get many opportunities. See, for our former captain, Indian captain, have received government jobs from the bank, as well as former cricketers. A lot of former cricketers, they have received many supports, many jobs from the corporates, as well as from the governments. So this all of these initiatives uh, uh, no, give gives many impact in the society. So this all you can witness from this PPT. See, Samarthanam works on ground to develop people with a disability. There are some NGOs, those who works online and uh, and uh, just creating the uh, media awareness, media advertisement and getting supports, but not like that kind of NGO. Samarthanam really works in on ground, identify the right beneficiaries, provide them educations, provide them skilling, provide them assistive devices, provide them sports, provide them art and culture. So those who are in need, uh, they join in Samarthanam, definitely their life will get changed. So it's all about Samarthanam. If anything, anybody want to ask, I'm ready to give you answers. See, actually, we works on ground, so I face some challenges to maybe communicate. If any of my communications uh, if wrong, please forgive me. So it's all about Samarthanam. If you have any queries or any doubts, you can ask us. We definitely ready to answer you.
Thank you, Sundar sir.
Yes.
So it was very heartening to listen to all the work that you're doing on the ground. It's a very holistic approach you have. You not only educate and skill them, you also do job placements. And when I was listening to you, I was thinking how our vision and our goals align with much of what you do right now. So we would love to work with you, collaborate and partner with you also in the coming days. So I'll open up the floor now. Anybody wants wants to ask any questions? Please go ahead and ask questions to Sundar sir.
Yeah, if anybody have any clarifications or any doubt on disability, because he works from the year 1997. I have joined in the year 2017. So till that I'm in Samarthanam because I like Samarthanam and I like work with the community. So I know each and every uh, pulses of differently able people, their feeling, their thoughts, their emotions, all bit by bit. I know we really work hard because we face a lot of challenges to place them into corporate or to place them into government or to provide them uh, the assistive devices which is necessary and higher education supports for all. So we get many challenges, but there are people, there are corporates, those who always support us. With them, we are doing it. So we'll continue to do, and we continue to work with the community to make sure the person with disability should not be a burden of the society. They should be a taxpayer of the country.
Hi, my name is Elizabeth. Hello.
Yeah, Rishabh. Yeah, I can hear you.
Good job. I got a bad throat, so I don't know. Actually, I retired from KK Nagar Rehabilitation Center, Government Institute.
Okay.
HOD of Social Work Department and Employment Counselor. Could you tell me how you place the people in government setup?
See, government sectors, we actually we train them for the competitive exams, especially TNPSC.
Which one?
And especially TNPSC.
TNPSC.
And
Okay.
yeah, TNPSC and DET exams. So there are many visual impaired students, those who only get the admission for MA or BA or like hot courses. So for them, if you see BA Tamil or BA English, their uh, ultimate aims to become a teachers. So for that, they should prepare a DET exam. They prepare uh, mm, they should prepare a net set everything. So for that, Samarthanam identifies the suitables and potential persons for that and supports them for their training and development.
No, I agree. All that is part of education and training. How do you really place them? Tell me, because I will challenge you. Because I was a government servant and I had a tough time. Even to place one person in a year, I worked with disabled musculoskeletal, spinal cord injured and all that. But I think your focus is on visually impaired mostly, right?
Yeah, our main focus is visually impaired.
I used to have association with NIVH and all that, but we don't directly not, but in other ways, professionally, other ways. But you can probably say education training, guiding them towards employment, but definitely not job. Job you will never get it because job to get
No. See,
in
I
government.
told you, I told you we are supporting for them to get corporate as well as the government. Means we provide them all the necessary supports.
Yeah, that's all we can do. I'm saying that's all we can do. When you word it, you say
see, government, it is all through the exams. So we cannot directly, we cannot place. So everyone knows.
I've done directly before, there are certain.
Yeah, it was there in your, it maybe in your period it may be there.
Now it's not possible.
But now it is for everyone. It is through the exams it is happening.
Then the other mode of getting in, I don't want to mention here, which I'm not part of it. It's not interesting to anybody, which I will not encourage. People have done that and got in. So kind of those are not very straightforward ways, but very minimal you get play, you can place them. I've had tough times, really tough time, and I've gone out of the way even to go and fight with all the people, but never it works. But exams and all, I understand it is part of the thing, but
Yeah.
ultimately to get the job when they come up, but like they don't get it. Very tough, very sad. So what I'm trying to say, when you say place them in employment and place them in government setup, when you say it so, we'll be very careful. I'm not trying to challenge you or debate on it, but it's an impossible thing which is happening right now. So that's all I'm saying.
Yeah, yeah.
Like private sector is
See,
also.
I'm agree with you. I'm agree with you. See, we are placing and we are supporting for them to place in private government. So private anyhow we are doing it. See, government we are supporting them because see for them to get the materials, to get a proper training, it is challenges. It is also one of the challenges. For that, if we support, because they should
After the
have
training,
uh,
even after the training to get them, like sewing machine and all, even that is a challenge. So many, like even to get the pension. If there's a son alive, they won't give. Son may not be in the vicinity. He won't be really helping them. He would have abandoned them. But that stupid rule of saying son being alive, they will not give. That's really sad.
correct.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Anybody else? Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you so much, sir, for sharing everything. All the work that you do looks like Sandeep said, it aligns so much with what we do as well. I just had one thing. So when they are training with you, as maybe taking a vocational training or any other training for that matter, do they also get accommodation or any other sorts, or like say transport if they are moving from one place to another? Anything of that sort, or that is something that they have to do on their own? Accommodation, food, does that include?
No, everything we provides for these 3 months. Food, accommodation, for their medical support. If anybody is sick, we bring them to the hospital and take care of their health as well.
Okay.
And apart from those who got placed, also we support them for the 1 month till they get first month salary.
Wow. Okay.
Because they will not get any hostels. So once they get the first month of salary, then they'll take care of their hostel facilities and accommodations their own. So till that we support here.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you so much.
See, that is the one of the second challenges we face for those who got placed. Because all of them from different part of Tamil Nadu, not from Chennai. So we go to each and every village of the state. So from there we are bringing them to the city, and once they get placed, and the accommodation is the second challenge. Still 1 month anyhow we are supporting, but if the governments or any other NGOs come forward to provide them free accommodation, or the accommodation with some kind of concession, that definitely will help them to sustain in their job. Because after 3 months or after 6 months, due to this accommodation and transportation, some of people they're quitting their job, and they are returning back to the city to again to live normal life. So that is the one thing which we face from the beginning. Even we also working with a local government shelter, but the shelter which is for women and which is for street holders, they from those who are staying in the shelter, they were very rude, and those who are in druggists, and those who are smokers, all are staying in that hostels. So our peoples, they are facing a lot of issues during the stay. So government has the support, but it should be for specific. It should be for different labeled home or night shelter. Then only our people can stay safely. Even for the women's, there are women's shelter, but safety and security is not much because they should stay with normal people, means non-disabled people, and also some of transgenders and other peoples. So that time they face a lot of challenges. Because of that reason, so they were not able to stay in the hostel. They identify PGs, but there due to costing, see one person if they wanted to take hostel in Chennai, it cost around 5,000 or 5,500. So their salary ultimately 12,000 or 13,000. If they spend only for the accommodation 5,000 and 5,500, if they include travel, also it will be around 7 to 8, and they should take care of their daily routine expenses as well. So it costing 50 to 70% of their salary. That's what the people, again, they were not able to stay back. So we are getting 30 to 40% of dropouts from the company. So that is one of main challenges we face.
Mhm, mhm. Mhm. Yes, hello, I am Maggie.
Hi,
And,
ma'am.
and I really thank you. I mean, it's an amazing program you have covering so many areas. So like approximately you must have very big staff and then staff in different areas. So about how many staff Samarthan is supporting?
Sorry, ma'am, come again.
Staff altogether, your employees, your staff. It's a very big organization. So you must have maybe
See,
locations, 1,000 staff, more than 1,000 staff or something.
yeah, we have around 650 staff, sir. 650 staff across the state, across the country, in India.
50?
650,
Oh, 650.
staffs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes
Out
more
of
sense because you have a large program. Okay, great.
yeah. So out of 650, there are 30% peoples are different labeled. So balance at 70, all are the social workers, those who really wanted to work with the community.
Good. So I want
And
to ask you also, is it okay? I can ask, no, in your programs, like you work with government a lot, it sounds like, but are you working or encouraging government and government schools now? Are they providing the Braille instruments in ways that children can really participate, be included in education? Inclusion in education with Braille, Braille script and all for studies?
Actually, we see inclusive educations. We have our own schools where people with economically backwards and people different disabilities were studying. That is there in Bangalore. But whereas in government schools, we support for the infrastructure and the technology assistive devices.
Okay, but you don't really do like, I don't know what to call it, like the kind of programs working with government to policies to actually see that they start getting this equipment into many government schools so children everywhere could participate with inclusion in schools. You're not doing that work with the government to try to policies.
No, we have not started. Maybe we may start soon this inclusion program with the government schools. Yeah.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Okay, but in your own schools, you have that equipment?
Yeah.
Mhm. Okay, and
Yeah.
then I'm gonna be looking at your website because you mentioned your arts program travels and possibly it's gonna be traveling different places and I'll be able to come to some program I would really enjoy. But thank you for all the work you do and I'll be checking your website. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Mhm.
Sandeep.
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you, Sundar. And thank you, all of you, for joining today. It was a really informative session today. We learned a lot. And we are glad to hear of an organization like Samarthanam that is working for people with disabilities. As some of you who attend this meeting regularly know, that we have this meeting, support group meeting, every fourth Friday from 6:30 to 7:30. So please block your calendar so you can attend such interesting sessions in the future also. We'll have
Sure,
more
sir.
resources.
Henceforth, I'll also be one of part of this meeting. I'll join in the next meeting. Kindly please share me the link so that I can also be a part of this.
Yeah,
Thank you.
sure. I'll do that. Thank you. And just a couple of words before we leave. Please feel free to leave your feedback about today's session. And if you would like us to cover any particular issues or topics related to disability also, we can consider that. We would even like you to volunteer as a moderator for our sessions. I will keep you informed about the upcoming programs at Unnathi and Justice and Hope. Follow us on Instagram and Facebook for updates. Thank you all once again. See you all next month in April. So have a pleasant week. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.